Hi guys! Welcome to Learn Japanese with M. Today, I'm going to share with you part 2 of the list of all the vocabularies related to the workplace in the JLPT N4 syllabus. As always, there will be memory tricks so you can remember the vocabularies in no time. Without further ado, let's get started. In the last video, we covered 1 to 6, so today we're going to start with number 7. Number 7 is interview. Interview. And interview in Japanese is 面接,面接,面接. The memory trick to remember 面接 as interview is the man set the table for the interview. The man set the room for the interview. Man set. Man set. When we pronounce it quicker, it's gonna be like man set, man set, man sets, man sets. The man set the room for the interview. This man set the room for the interview. Interview. 面接 interview. 面接 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 interview. 面接 interview. The man set the room for the interview. 面接 interview. 面接 interview. Next, let's see how we can say CV or resume in Japanese. CV in Japanese is 履歴書、履歴書、履歴書、履歴書。Once again, 履歴書、履歴書。The memory trick to remember 履歴書 is this sentence. CV is a list of relevant key achievements to show potential employers. Once again, CV is a list of relevant key achievements to show potential employers. Let's look at these highlighted words. List, relevant, key, and show. The first syllable of these 4 words, if we link them together, it's gonna be li from list, re from relevant, ki from key, sho from show. Ri, re, ki, sho. Rireki sho. Rireki sho. CV is a list of relevant key achievements to show potential employers. CV is a list of relevant key achievements to show potential employers. List, relevant, key, show. Ri, re, ki, sho. List, relevant, key, show. Repeat after me. Ri, re, ki, sho. Ri, re, ki, sho. List, relevant, key, show. List, relevant, key, show. List, relevant, key, show. Ri, re, ki, sho. Ri, re, ki, sho. Rireki sho. Rireki sho. CV. Rireki sho. Rireki sho. CV is a list of relevant key achievements to show potential employers. CV. Rireki sho. CV. Rireki sho. Rireki sho. Rireki sho. CV. Rireki sho. The next one is documents. Documents in Japanese is 書類、書類、書類、書類、書類、書類、書類、書類。Okay, The memory trick to remember 書類 as document is the documents I planned to show the clients were ruined by the rain. The documents I planned to show the clients were ruined by the rain. Here the key words are show and ruined. Show and ruined. The documents I planned to show the clients were ruined by the rain. Sho and rui in ruined. Sho, rui. Sho, rui. Shorui, shorui. The documents were ruined. The documents I planned to show the clients were ruined. Shorui, sho in show and rui in ruined. Shorui, shorui, documents. Shorui, documents. Shorui, documents. Shorui, 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 documents. Shorui. Number 10. Salary. Salary in Japanese is 給料. 給料. Once again, 給料. 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 The memory trick to remember 給料 is I have been saving up my salary to go on a trip to Cuba and Rio. Cuba, Cuba, and Rio in Brazil. Cuba and Rio. Rio. Cuba and Rio. Q in Cuba and Rio as in the place Rio. If we combine the two syllabi together, it's gonna be Q, Rio, Q, Rio, Kyuryo, Kyuryo, salary, Kyuryo, salary. I've been saving up my salary to go on a trip to where? Cuba, Q, and Rio. Kyuryo, Kyuryo, Cuba and Rio, salary, Kyuryo, 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 salary, Kyuryo, salary, Kyuryo, 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 Cuba and Rio, salary, Kyuryo, Kyuryo. Right. Next, let's look at business trip. Business trip in Japanese is 出張, 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 出張. So the memory trick to remember 出張 as business trip is this is the pair of shoes I chose to wear on my business trip. This is the pair of shoes I chose to wear on my business trip. Shoe and chose are the keywords in this slide. Shu as in shoe and cho as in chose. If we combine them together, it's going to be shu, cho, shu, cho, shu, cho, shu, cho, which sounds like shu, cho, doesn't it? Shu, cho, shu, cho, shu, cho, shu, cho. This is the pair of shoes I chose to wear on my business trip. Business trip. 出張 business trip. 出張 出張 出張. This is the pair of shoes that I chose to wear on my business trip. shoes and choose. shoe chose, shoe chose, shoe chose, 出張 出張 business trip, 出張出張出張 business trip. Next, let's look at the word industrial. Industrial in Japanese is 工業, 工業. And the way to remember it as 工業 is an industrialized cow farm can produce many gallons of milk per day. An industrialized cow farm can produce many gallons of milk per day. Here, let's look at the two highlighted words here. Cow and gallons. If we pronounce them quickly, cow, gallon, cow, gal, cow, gal. Can you hear the resemblance with 工業? Cow-gal, cow-gal. Yeah? 工業, 工業. Industrial, 工業, industrial, 工業, industrial. 工業, industrial. Cow and gallon. An industrialized cow farm can produce many gallons of milk per day. Next, let's look at how to say trade in Japanese. Trade in Japanese is 貿易, 貿易, 貿易. To remember 貿易 as trade, we can remember this sentence. How many bowls will you trade for a carton of eggs in the barter economy? How many bowls will you trade for a carton of eggs in the barter economy? Bowl in bowls and eki as in eggs. Bowl and eggs. Bowl, egg. Bowl, egg. Bowl, eki. Bowl, eki. Bowls and eggs. Bowls and eggs. Bowl, eki. Bowl, eki. How many bowls will you trade for a carton of eggs in the barter economy? Barter economy. In the barter economy, we trade one thing with another instead of using cash. How many bowls will you trade? Trade. 貿易 will you trade for a carton of eggs in the barter economy? Bowls, eggs. Bowl, egg. Bowl, egg. 貿易 貿易 trade. 貿易 trade. 貿易 trade. 貿易 貿易. Well done! So this was all the vocabularies related to the workplace in the JLPT N4 syllabus. Remember to check out the last video that I uploaded to check out the number 1 to 6. Here is the quick revision of vocabularies 7 to 13, which we covered in this video. Number 7 was interview, and interview is 面接, 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 面接. Interview, 面接, interview. We remembered interview, 面接, with the sentence, the man set the room for the interview. Man set, 面接, interview. Number 8 was CV, and CV is 履歴書, 履歴書. Remember the words that we used to remember 履歴書? It was list of relevant key achievements to show employers. Li in list, relevant, re in relevant, and ki in key, and sho in shows. Ri, re, ki, sho. Rireki sho, CV. Rireki sho, CV. Number 9, we learned how to say documents in Japanese, which is shorui, shorui. The two vocabularies we used to remember shorui was the documents you meant to show the clients were ruined, ruined, because of the rain, remember? Documents that you plan to show your clients were ruined by the rain. Sho, rui, in show and ruined. Show and ruin. Shorui, shorui. Documents, shorui, documents. Shorui, documents. Number 10 was salary, and salary is kyuryo, kyuryo. We remember this with the two places that you wanted to go to. It's Cuba and Rio in Brazil. So you saved up your salary, right? Kyuryo, kyuryo, Cuba and Rio. Kyuryo, kyuryo. Next, we also learned business trip. Business trip in Japanese is 出張, 出張. You said, this is the shoes, this is the pair of shoes that you chose to go on a business trip with, right? Shoe and chose were the two keywords to remember in this vocabulary. Shoe and chose. The shoe you chose to go on a business trip with. 出張, 出張, shoes and chose. Great. Number 12, industrial, is 工業, 工業, 工業. We remembered it with the word cow and gallon. Cow and gallon. Ko and gyo. 工業, 工業. Number 13, and the last one on the list, is trade. Trade in Japanese is 貿易. Yeah, 貿易. We remembered it with the words bowls and eggs. Yes. How many bowls are you willing to trade with my carton of eggs? Bowl and eggs. Bowl, eggs. Bowl, eggs. 貿易, 貿易. Trade. 貿易, trade. Now, repeat after me from 7 to 13. Number 7, 面接, 面接, 面接. Number 8, 履歴書, 履歴書, 履歴書. Number 9, 書類, 書類, 書類. Number 10, 給料, 給料, 給料. Number 11, 出張, 出張, 出張. Number 12, 工業, 工業, 工業. Number 13, 貿易, 貿易, 貿易. Great job! Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please press the thumbs up and subscribe button. See you soon, and happy learning!